I don't care what you studied. When I was in your grill, you did not say it. That's why I told D to move. I'm like, oh, I'm finna bust this motherfucker.
He's real shit.
This motherfucker think I'm joking? And I kept getting him out. So I don't care what somebody say. It's the glasses. When you wear glasses, people think you smart. But I think the people that think people that wear glasses are smart are the dumbest people in the world. They put a man on TV, Dr. Fauci. This man had on glasses. Everybody thought he knew what he was talking about, and they did what he said. He gone with the money and everything. But the motherfuckers like me who was looking at Dr. Fauci like, man, fuck that motherfucker. We always the ones who they treat us like we don't know what we doing. We know what we doing. You can't come to me with no script about you got to do this if you want to survive. When I've been surviving out here without doing what they say ever since I was probably in 5th grade, and I realized I ain't fucking with what these people talking about. About 5th, 6th grade, that's when I realized, oh, this all sucker shit. Yeah. So motherfuckers with glasses can fool you. I studied. You didn't study me because when I got up on you, you failed the test. And you'll fail it every time if a man in your face. I know it. It was broken down in a lot of ways. Only thing I didn't like when people was like, he woke up on me. I don't woke up on men. But if you're not a man, I'll walk up on you. So if you speaking up like somebody did something wrong, it's because you got inadequacies. Because I ain't woke up on you. I walked up on that peon. And we'll walk up on him again, but I know I'll never see him again face to face. I ain't gonna never see him. No. We asked why his plan didn't work. You know why his plan didn't work? And I've told y'all before. I'm a chosen soldier of God. His plan didn't work. He didn't have the courage to make his plan work. All he had to do when I was right there, say I suck dick again. He didn't have the courage to follow through with his plan. I got bitches with more courage than him. I got a bitch who was talking to me crazy. Shut your bitch ass up, Corey. I was like, hey, don't say that. Shut your bitch. I said, say bitch ass again. She said, shut your bitch ass up, nigga. After we wiped her lip off from what was dripping out of it, we was fucking again. And I told her, I can't really be around you no more because I can't control you. You crazy.
Wow. Welcome to another episode of the Slack Adjusters with Salim Motivates and Tim
V World. What's up, bro?
Yes, y'all know who he is. Y'all see the name on the screen. Tim Motivates, Salim V World. Corey Holcomb got me discombobulated. Dude came in hot. He came in hot. We've been waiting, a week for Corey to respond. He's finally responded.
What's your thoughts about it? What's your thoughts about it, Debo?
I'm conflicted. Bro.
I mean, let's go ahead and get into it because I don't there's a lot of I've been watching a lot of reaction videos and we've been waiting. Let's kind of take it back. All right, we did our. If you haven't checked out our reaction to the Corey Holcomb, Anton Daniels debacle, go check us out. Go check out our past videos. Our last video we did, and we're back with round 2 and the responses, right? And we didn't do a reaction to Anton response, but in a way, it's was coming. So, they had their big beef and whatnot, and right after that video, the next day, Anton went on a whole 1 week long rant on how he did what he had to do. He was all up in his face. He won the debate. He won the situation. It looks good for him. He kind of went in saying what he would have done had Corey made a move, and what you've seen through all the content creators and people that's putting out videos, you got the Corey sides and you got the Anton sides, right? You can tell whose side they're on once they start talking. So it's very interesting in how people fall in their place, and fall in their sides. Like, we watch a lot of O'Shea Do Jackson.
Yes.
I watch him, and he's a Corey guy,
Team Corey,
You've seen Hodge twins, and they was more on the side of Anton. You know,
of course they are.
So you see a lot of this happening, and it was like, okay, well, where's Corey at? And a week later, he comes in, and when I tell you, come in, guns blazing. He comes in with the bazooka. He comes in nuclear. Now he actually brought the nukes, right?
Yeah,
and he went nuclear.
Yeah,
when you say someone goes nuclear, that's game over. That's like, we're dropping this Hiroshima style. You know what I'm saying? We're destroying the whole situation. And what's up with his sweater? Is that like
that's how it's $1,000 sweater, bro?
Huh?
Probably $2,000 sweater, bro.
Is it made like that, or
he looked like he got the hobo look going on? Is that what's going on nowadays?
I don't know what's happening there. I don't
hobo look.
I might be saying something one way, and then that's how it's made. I don't know, but it's just kind of strange for me. But I don't know. But so he came in and he went nuclear, right? So and we're gonna go ahead and play it here. I don't want to say how he went nuclear, but he went nuclear, and we'll play it and react to it.
Well, Corey's a little long-winded in this. We are purposely trying to leave out the image of Anton's daughter because we respect people's children, unlike Corey.
Some people.
Y'all sit tight and let's see what Corey has to say.
Crazy. You really are who you say you are. That motherfucker, if you a man, you know he's not who he says he is. Now, somebody else got something to say about that cake ass nigga. Go ahead.
No, shit, there we go.
Okay, I want to talk about the situation with the broad that he was with because she wanted to make herself known. Somebody else who's chasing attention.
I want to go ahead and address the whole Corey Holcomb situation. All right, the whole Corey Holcomb incident. Now, 2 weeks ago, I was told that I was going to go on the 5150 show.
You got a big smile on your face out of on that.
All right.
Never mind, go ahead.
On the 5150 show. Last Tuesday, I got on a plane to go from DC to LA. I got to the 5150 studio.
Stop the show.
At about 8 p.m.
Stop the show.
Okay.
Look, I'm not saying that Anton is wrong. All I'm saying is, Anton, I understand. I understand, Anton. Okay? This young lady, she's talented. That's all I'm gonna say. Let's keep the show going. Let's pick the show back up. Go.
I met Corey Holcomb. I was introduced to him. He shook my hand. Then about, I want to say 5 minutes before the actual show started, I was told I can't go on the show. I said, okay, cool. Then I was told that I could sit on the set, but I have to sit off camera. I said, okay, cool. And that's where I sat for the entire duration of the show. Now, the show starts. And as you know, what happened, because it went viral. All right. So if you guys want to see all of that, you can go watch it. It's everywhere. All right. But with all that being said, as that's going on, when it becomes abundantly clear that it's time to go, myself and security go ahead and start to leave. When I get to the door, as I'm going out, I hear Corey Holcomb say, yeah, leave with your security and your bitch. And I'm not gonna lie, I was shocked. Because it's very unfortunate that I would be called the B word. Because I had such a positive outlook and a positive take on 5150 and Corey Holcomb. Last year here in DC, I literally went to a Corey Holcomb show. So when I found out I was going on 5150, I was like, oh, this is exciting because I just went to see a show. And now I'm having this experience. So it was very unfortunate. Not only that, I hear explain the bitch and this bitch on my show. I don't know who she is. alluding to the fact that I'm just here and it's somebody's side chick. And I'm nobody's side chick. So it was very unfortunate and very hurtful. That I can tell you.
When I said,
I feel like she articulated herself very well. Before we jump back into the Corey, from how Corey responded to that, what do you think about her response to it all?
I mean, she just had to make herself clear on her stance and how she felt about it. And I think I'm not a side chick. She had to put that out there, and and just kind of her from her perspective of what went down. And she touched on a point that a lot of people are not touching on. How vile, how disrespectful Corey is now. So a lot of people are used to that, I guess. He's a comedian. This is what he do. Da, 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 da. Like, yeah. And I told you something before.
What's that?
I told you something before. I've seen him around before recently. His face looks familiar. I know nothing about him. Never seen none of his stand up ever. Right. Yeah. So he's not funny to me. You know what I mean? He doesn't even seem like funny. And a lot of people try to be funny by being vulgar. So he doesn't have, when I think about comedy, I think it's got to be intelligent with, you might use, I'm not saying just because you cuss that you vulgar, but you gotta make something make sense and bring it all together in the end. All he doing is doing stuff for shock value. Get you and your beach out of here. You know what I mean? Like, bro, that's not funny. You just trying to trigger people, shock jock. It's like somebody it's like he wants to be the Howard Stern of the world. Like, just say the most wild stuff to get people to react. And and people eat that stuff alive. But it's weak though. So, it doesn't, I don't gravitate to stuff like that. And that's what he did with her. And he tried to call Anton out as if he was sneaking her around. You see what I'm saying? And
Are you saying Anton wasn't sneaking her around?
No, because if you look at it, based on what she was saying, based on what Anton was saying, based on what everybody was saying, he was trying to bring her on the show. He wanted her to be part of the show because he's promoting her.
Corey speaks on that somewhere in this video. Have you seen this reaction?
Yeah,
or is this a raw reaction?
I think he talks about how, and that's true because he did speak about it. He said, "No, she can't be on the show." Like, what are you talking about? I don't know her. So that goes to prove that how is he going to try to sneak her around if he was trying to put her on the show?
Well, yes, that's a great point. But my question is, you don't think they have something going on?
I don't know. I don't know. I really don't care, man. And it's kind of like what Anton said. I watched something he said about it. Even if he did have something going on, you broke man code. Corey broke man code.
Pulled out the man code card.
I mean, what I'm saying? Whoop, like, bro, that's their thing. That's whatever they got going on. Maybe they got something going on.
But when a motherfucker is offended, all the gloves come off, man code or not, I'm not saying I would have done that, but when certain folks are offended and they don't want to use hands, what do they use?
They got to use their mouth, but
they use words.
Yeah. And what I'm saying to you is, look, man, this is simple. This is simple beef. It wasn't in the beginning. It was simple. Corey does not like Anton. Anton does not like Corey. This is look, I want to kind of put this out here too. We've been talking about this stuff. It's like, why I'm speaking for myself. Why does Celine do this little podcast thing? You know what I mean? Like we say, we building something here. We talking. We've been doing this for a little while. We've had conversation for years. Me and you, we've been chopping it up for years, having conversations like this, and let's throw it out there for the universe. Let's throw it out there for the world to hear. You know what I'm saying? I don't like saying universe. Let's throw it out for the world to hear, right? And this is why we do it. But then it's like, let's give people our spin on things, and maybe we can help people. Maybe somebody can look at things from a certain perspective. Maybe we can kind of try to kill off some of these things that we have within our community and within other communities, and people can look at us in a different light and get to know us a little bit different, and just real people who do real things.
Correct.
Right? I assume the Corey Holcombs of the world, the Anton Daniels of the world, all these podcasts are trying to do the same thing. They're like, listen, we're talking about it. We're trying to be entertaining. We're trying to earn a living. We're also trying to help people. We try to talk about these things. Where can we have these conversations? That's why they were getting together. Them guys are on two ends of the spectrum. Why were they coming together? To make money, to build their platforms, maybe. But on the surface, they're telling people, hey, we're trying to, talk about our differences and maybe solve some of these problems, right? Okay. That beef right there, and when it blew up, bro, that was just surface level beef. It was petty. It was nothing real threatening to nobody's life. It was nothing serious, to be honest with you.
Right.
It was just some petty little words. And I think Corey got in his feelings. I mean, even if he was trying to do for shock value, this and that, bro, I can't stand emotional men like that. That's really emotional, but they take it to a certain level.
Acting emotional?
I don't think Anton. I think Anton was a lot more calculated. A lot more.
Was he emotional?
He did get. He got emotional.
He hasn't stopped talking about it since he did that. He went to his hotel room and made a video about the thing. He's talked about what he's gonna do to Corey. He's talked about Corey's intelligence. I think he called Corey a Neanderthal.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna say this to you.
Mm-hmm.
I think when somebody gets in your face like that, bro, man,
I would have whooped Corey's ass.
Right. But I don't care about nothing that you talking about, bro. We can take this out back all the time. I think I would like to think to myself, if somebody jumped in my face like that, I'm not doing all that back and forth talking. I'm just gonna sit still. I'm ready. I'm gonna go. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, I gotta be ready to really be ready to set go. You see what I'm saying? And just I've been in, I like being in, I've been in deep waters before, you know what I'm saying? And being emotional, freaking out and spazzing out does not help at all. It actually works the other way. So you got to be ready to say go, like, bro, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, we're going to do this. We got to, I got to be ready to set go. All that back and forth, yelling, barking. I believe that Anton thought that nothing was going to happen. So I have to talk big to protect my brand. So they all was being emotional. They all was talking a lot. But what would a real, I think somebody who's really about that life did.
Oh, it would have been furnitures, microphone moving, all type of stuff.
I mean,
bro.
right, like. But give me an example.
And O'Shea spoke about this. There has been a fight on Corey Holcomb's show before. It was with Ari Spears. You ever heard of Ari Spears?
Yeah, who hit Ari Spears? I remember that.
It was one of Corey Holcomb's co-hosts.
I remember that. Yeah. Ari was talking big and got popped. I remember that. Yeah.
He was about that life. He was an example of what you're talking about, Salim.
Yeah.
He wasn't talking crazy. Ari Spears was drunk. Ari Spears was, and I'll insert the clip right here.
No. Go ahead with your
okay, let's all
I'm
not drunk, nigga.
I know.
I don't drink, nigga. I'm very clear-minded.
Which means I'll fuck you up even more because I'm drunk, nigga.
Well, hold up. Oh!
Yeah.
But long story short, the guy reacted without a whole lot of words. He just was about business. And from what I understand, Ari Spears sued Corey in the 5150 show for like $1 million. I don't know what he got. I don't know if it's if it settled out of court. But I say all that to say, even though Corey probably had to pay out some settlement money, I'm sure that action got a lot more eyes on his show, right? Because it goes down over there. Corey probably knew, either in a good way or like, okay, this can affect me in a good way, or damn, I'm gonna have to go through this court thing again.
Right.
Because you remember the first thing Corey said was like, I got money for stuff like this. And then he say something like that.
It's absolutely.
I got money for stuff like this.
Right.
He done been through that before. Now, but one thing Corey did do is he did this. Pulled that chair. Can you see my chair?
Okay.
He pulled that chair over and got into Anton's face.
Yeah.
And said, say I SD again.
Okay.
Anton didn't say it again, bro. Corey would have had to pop off. He would have had to, or his show would have went from 5150 to, 2625. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
He wouldn't have been able to call it that no more.
Yeah.
And to bring everything back around, guys, Corey responded to, in my opinion, he crossed the line. Corey has a following. I follow Corey, but not like that. I follow Corey for laughs. It's like a guilty laugh. Like, damn, I'm not supposed to be laughing at this. But I could say, like, Corey, you done dropped, your stock has dropped in my book. You brought up the man's wife. You brought her on camera. Brought the man's daughter on camera. Insulted, spoke about their appearance. Like, bro, if you gonna do all that, just call the man for a personal fade, bro. Now, I know he probably, Corey did have 7 days to watch Anton just drag him through the mud, talk about what he's gonna do. Corey said, man, when I come, I gotta go for the juggler. And that's what he did. But I think it hurt Corey more than it helped him. Do you want to give a rebuttal and go back into this video?
Yeah. I'll just say this before you can joke. I won't be too long-winded. Like that's emotion, bro. Like, man,
sure.
like I say, I've been going my life. My life is, my life, and I've been, grew up a certain way and been picked on. A lot of people, been in fights growing up young. Won some, lost some. You see what I'm saying? Grew up on the humble beginnings. You see what I'm saying? And but had a solid family background. I think my father kind of instilled some great things in us and helped us, as men to move ourselves in a direction that kind of instilled some things in us that we, didn't put that hole in us. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
And I don't know, we weren't raised like Corey was raised. You see what I'm saying? Because we don't like how they talk about like how you can loosely call a little girl the B word.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I can't imagine my daughter, bro. Like, dude.
Imagine this like even the word broad. I don't call no woman no broad. No, just loosely like bro. I don't even like saying the N word. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't. And it's like these guys use it so loosely because they know that they make people get like, ooh, this guy, man, he's somebody because he does that. Like, bro, I tell you straight up right now, that's just not in my heart to come out and talk like that. It's weak. Right. So when you say somebody like, that's why I say most guys like that are weak, in my opinion. They are weak people. And I don't care about that you can beat somebody up or you might beat somebody up here and there. Bro, you weak inside. You see what I'm saying? And he's a weak dude. He's like, it's like he can't talk on an intellectual level. And his stock never was up for me, and it's just confirmed to me that he's a clown. So it's not surprising to me. Let's just run the clip, and then
we'll run a little bit more, and we'll wrap it up with final thoughts.
Get your ass and your bitch up out of here. I didn't say no name because I didn't even know who that was. I was stabbing at that nigga. If you really smart, you know that. I'm you with the brawl, get your bitch up out of here. I'm stabbing at the nigga. I'm trying to bring some courage out that nigga and make him stop doing all that talking. So, as soon as you ride on the lot, it's cameras. As soon as you ride on the lot, it's cameras. I'm gonna put you on the spot right now, D.
Oh God.
I'm gonna put you on the spot. You saw them get out the car, right?
Oh. Yeah, I was in my car still.
What did you observe when they got out the car about their energy together?
It was interesting for sure because, to me, if you're walking up on somebody new, you freely introduce the whole crew.
Right.
And I walked right up to him and he said, oh, Miss Darlene or Miss D, whatever he said, gave me a handshake, what have you. Said, I'm not a handshaker, I'm a hugger. So we hugged. I introduced myself to the security guard. She was already walking towards the door. And it's not like he stopped her to say, and I thought, to me, I don't know. That's just very strange where it's like
the fact that she got out the car and just ran right inside and wasn't with him.
Well, she wasn't near him, yeah, but she was walking more towards the door without him. So I don't know. I just find that very odd because, okay. And then when I came in, I wanted to go up to her and introduce her. And I had already heard the stuff going on because Phil had made it clear. He said, hey, because he said, I don't know how that happened. Phil knows, but that where he mentioned something about the seat or a seat or something about her being on the show. Hey,
Phil, I ain't expect you to say this. What happened with, because you told me.
He made it.
You told me when I walked in the door and I was looking like, this
what?
pussy motherfucker might not be on the show.
He didn't ask. Yeah. You said,
what happened with him?
He said something about her being on the show. And I said, did you talk to Corey about that? And he was like, no. So I told him that's probably not going to happen.
Yeah, he did.
Can they hear Phil?
Corey rarely puts anybody on the show, period.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Okay. So that's what I'm saying. I want to make sure everybody know what happened. Because the broad said he had told her she was going to be on the show 2 weeks ago.
Oh, wow.
So if she got any common sense, she should know this a cake ass nigga. If she got any common sense, she should know, oh, you a fuck boy. You told me I was plugged to be on the show. Because I believe he told her that. I believe he thought he had bargaining chips with a nigga. He didn't have no bargaining chips. No, she can't come on the show. I don't know nothing about that. Just like he faked, like when he was on the phone. I told you, I come to do your podcast in person and woo, but right after the show, he on there with Gucci and Yuck them on the phone. Some Zoom shit.
No, you mean where he said he doesn't really go on other people's shows.
Right.
Physically. Not
he said he's got to come. But he right on the show with
Got any thoughts on what was said, Salim?
That's small talk, bro. That's not. It doesn't mean nothing to me, bro. I have nothing.
Do you believe that Corey wasn't told in advance about the young, beautiful lady being on the show?
I don't know. I don't know.
If Corey's telling the truth, I can imagine Anton being some simp, like, yeah, girl, we flying into Cali on this day. You're going to be on the show. I'm going to do my little part. You do your part.
Right.
So-and-so. And she get there and
it don't play out like they said it was going to.
Maybe Anton just wanted, an excuse to, travel with her or something like that. Maybe. And then you see what Dee said. What's her name? Darlene.
Yeah.
She said that the girl ran out the car and didn't even introduce herself. She ran straight to the building. Why would the lady do that? Why wouldn't she, if she's there to, be a guest on the show? Why would Darlene's a part of the show? Why wouldn't she introduce herself to Darlene? Right. She said she's a fan of the show. I don't know. Something don't smell right, brother.
Bro, like
it's irrelevant to you, huh?
It's super irrelevant.
All semantics.
Look, man, we getting this like we're getting distracted from. I mean, I think that's just some way Corey is trying to use something like that to distract people from him calling the girl out her name and really digging into her when there was no reason for him to really dig into her or bring her up. Absolutely no reason for him to go the route that he did. And he's using any little, he's stretching it. Like he's trying to find any reason that's trying to clean up. That's damage control by bringing that up. Cause it doesn't mean like, bro, you went in, you went hard. You already said you're a dirtbag. He knows he's a dirtbag. That's what he said out of his own mouth. So he got to find, but he got to clean it up because he's getting eaten alive by a lot of people. The community is eating him alive. So we got to find some way to make Anton look bad in some kind of way, like that he's a cake, A, saying like, I'm like, okay, maybe listen, I'm not
in a long time, by the way.
I know that's the old school. I was like, he from the A. I'm like caking, you know what I'm saying? But like you can tell he old, but but like I said, Corey is not like I said, I'm not an Anton fan like that. You see,
we can't tell.
But I don't hate Anton though. Like most guys hate Anton.
I don't either.
I don't hate him. I'm just not a fan of him.
Without the seeds, you know what I mean. Anton have a lot of fruitful, stuff. He gives when he's on his real estate tip, and recently he's shown some of his properties, and kind of speak about how he's done it. I mean, that's good content. It's free game, but some of the stuff he does is is for entertainment. It's disagreeable, which makes him, I feel like him and Corey are damn near on the same tree. They are not afraid to offend people. They're not afraid to give that shock jock vibe, and they know what comes from it.
Mm-hmm.
It takes them to the top of the algorithm.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you something like this. And when you said I haven't watched enough of Anton to know what kind of he talks about. I hear most things I hear about Anton is what he got and what he's done. Now I hear him reacting to a lot of stuff in politics now.
He reacts to a lot.
I see that happening. But when he talk about himself and what he's done, he always talk about what he's got and what he's done, how much money he's got, and really
the bag chasers know. The bag chasers know.
They're
in the Patreon.
Subscribe to the Patreon.
The bag chasers know. They've seen all of this. I don't have to show the receipts.
Right. Get on your bag chasers. Get on our Patreon. And typically when people do stuff like that, they will give a little bit, and people can pick up on a lot of that stuff. Will draw them in. He has, like, if I was ever to sign up to his Patreon, like, I wouldn't sign up because you ain't give me some reason to sign to your Patreon, not showing me what you got and all this kind of stuff. Tell me
bank statements up there.
You gotta.
I don't know what he's doing. I ain't been up there, but supposedly
you gotta tell me something different. Like, everybody talk about real estate. Like, I'm not a big real estate guy. Like tell me, bro. Listen, here's a play. I'm gonna give you a little gems. Even scammers giving more information than he's giving out. Like, put something out there before we subscribe. So I didn't really seen enough. You ain't watching, bro. You're not watching me. You don't watch me. Like, no, I don't watch you. You gotta put it on the. You gotta put that up front in the shorts and the real, right up in the top. That draws me in. It's like, dang, okay, well, I didn't know that's how that works. Commercial real estate. Yeah. It's easy like that. Okay, cool. Then I started going a little deeper. Now, okay, I got to sign on to the Patreon. He doesn't do it like that. I hear more about what kind of car, the cars he have, and the Louis Vuitton or Gucci, whatever that vest, that robe he's wearing, and how he travels around and stuff like that. And okay, bro. Okay, but all this aside, bro, the cat, and we didn't really get into, you didn't really play the video where talked about Buddy's daughter, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we agreed at the beginning of this video, we don't want to show the little girl's face.
Right.
But y'all can find that. It's all over the internet of, what Corey did, what he said. He even brought up Anton's wife, and, he even kind of made passes at her through the show, like, you need to come get with me type stuff. Like, come on, Corey. Do we expect anything less from Corey? I expect a little more, just a little more. But that's my rant on it. We could, go to Miss Red Cup Lady one more time and let her give her spiel if you like, but
No, I'm good.
All right, go. It's fine, man. She said enough, she had her side of the story as well. And
we're good on that.
I wasn't listening to a lot of what she said, but
just kind of just like
I got lost in her eyes.
Got lost in the sauce. I got you.
Just got lost.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, I guess let us know what y'all think about it. Are we off base? Are we jumping on Corey too hard? Pause. Let us know what y'all think in the comments. I think we're done reacting to this unless Anton comes out with a lawsuit, which that'll probably be out
couple weeks
by the first of the month.
He's been advised. He's been advised not to talk about it no more. His whole family
called the police.
He got.
Ran told on Corey.
Ran told him.
Anton mentioned something about his daughter going to the principal's office, and
right.
She's all torn up about it. And Anton's a troll too. Anton's calculated. Yeah. We'll see how he go. But as of right now, I'm ready to move on to the next story. I'm sure y'all are too. But we're gonna react to a lot of stuff going on within the culture, within the business and entertainment realm. Let us know what y'all think. Salim, last thoughts?
Like, comment, and subscribe. Tell a friend.
Alrighty. Peace out.
Peace.